To start the barbell front squat, we're going to set up a squat rack to our appropriate height and get underneath the bar with whatever grip is most comfortable for us. I will talk about all different grips at the end of this video. From here, we're going to load equally into the big toe, the pinky toe, and the heel. We're going to spread the floor apart. We're going to sit back and down, and we're going to keep our elbows up. One of the most common mistakes that I see with the front squat is people only sitting down into the knees. Remember, we have to sit the hips back as well. But we also don't want to fall to the other end of that spectrum, which is only sitting the hips back. Okay, your chest is allowed to fall forward a little bit, so we have an equal balance of the hips sitting back and the knees falling forward. Now let's segue into talking about grips, because this right here is a very common mistake. Here I'm showing how people will hold onto that barbell for dear life. You can loosen up your grip on this bar, okay? We don't need a full hand grip on this bar. I usually just have about 3 or 4 fingers on the barbell. It'll be much easier to drive your elbows up and it'll feel much more comfortable on your wrist. This will be possible because we aren't actually holding onto the bar, okay? That bar is resting behind our anterior delt, almost on our collarbone, and it should be able to sit there on its own. Now listen, a front rack position will never be comfortable. It's just about finding what's least uncomfortable. So I've showed a couple of different grips here, and here I'm going to show a trick that you can use with straps. So play around with all of those different grips and ways to hold the bar and find what's just least uncomfortable for you. I personally really like teaching people this variation with the straps because we can still train that actual shelf or rack position, but take the wrist out of the equation. And that is the barbell front squat.